about to experience a film demonstrating the method of psychodrama. Psychodrama is a form of group psychotherapy involving the enactment of situations important to the group members. Psychodrama was developed by Dr. J.L. Moreno in the early 1920s, beginning as the theater of spontaneity and evolving into clinical psychodrama. Certain elements of theater influence the practice of clinical psychodrama today, including the use of a stage or stage area, colored lighting, and the use of simple props. The goals of psychodrama include increased personal awareness and the development of spontaneity through emotional catharsis, insight, and exploration of new behavior. Well, I have some sense of the people who are here in the crew, and how about introducing yourselves to one another here? I'm sure, I know not all of you know one another.
I'm Jeannie Peterson. I guess the same is true. I've been involved at the Institute for quite a few years.
Dominic Grundy. Ditto.
Bruce Kessler.
Barbara Stein. Remember the name.
The first part of psychodrama is the warm-up. The function of the warm-up is to build a climate in which people will feel free enough to enact situations from their own lives.
I'm Steve Wilson. I'm looking.
Ellen Soroka. I'm going on vacation tomorrow.
I'm Bob Fuller. I'm not going on vacation tomorrow.
I'm Jan Waldo. I've been on vacation all my life. And I'm Bob Flick, and I don't have a comment to that.
Perhaps another way of getting to know one another is to find out a little bit about where we're coming from, something about our past. I wonder if you could think back to a time in your life, any time, preferably in your childhood, where you had an experience that was fun, something pleasant. You might, I'm sure some of you had something pleasant, right? So see if you can find something that was enjoyable that you can relate here to the group. We can use that as a beginning part of the warm-up.
As a kid, I used to go through the garbage and used to walk the streets with friends and just rummage through garbage pails, especially on Strauss Street in Brooklyn.
The thing I remember most beautiful, it was the freest thing, was my swing in the backyard, because it was in a little town and there wasn't a whole lot to do. You could go to the fire barn and slide down the hill.
I would drive the truck all over the house, you know, and then deposit them in one place and then drive the truck around empty for a while and then come back and get the blocks and put them all back in exactly the same order.
Coming home Friday afternoon from school was my favorite time, because I'd come home and my mother usually had washed the floor, so we'd walk on the paper. And she would have baked these marvelous yeast cakes with raisins, and the smell was throughout the whole house. And she'd have them on the dining room table, and we had the radio. That was before TV. And the most marvelous time would be I'd sit down on the paper, and I'd have this delicious yeast cake and put on the radio, and I forget what drama was on, but I would just be entranced, eating and listening. It was my favorite time of the whole week.
Just take a look at the chair. There's a plain, empty chair on the stage. If you can visualize someone from your life, someone could appear here in the chair. Who would appear for you? See if you can get in touch with who might appear for you here in the chair tonight. As a bridge between the warm-up and the enactment, I chose the use of the empty chair. Steve, how about you?
My mother tonight.
Sue?
My father.
And Joan?
Mr. Friskin, my old piano teacher.
Who feels like they might want to talk to this person, has something to say to this person here in the chair? Whoever it is.
I don't really want to make our conversation very long.
Who is this you're talking to?
My father.
Father. Could you stand up and talk to him?
You mean on the stage?
Yeah.
I don't like being over him, really, but I spoke with you last weekend, I guess, Sunday.
And it was a very painful conversation because I'd asked you if you were coming to the concert, which I had sent you a ticket to as a Christmas gift, and you had not read the ticket. You know, you had thought that I sent you 3 of the same tickets and you didn't. And it was just very, you know, it was like eye-opening to me. You know, he doesn't care, or you don't care. And I was just, you know, I got off the phone and I laughed about it. I said, oh, my father did it again, you know. I hated that experience of feeling rejected. You know, somehow I kind of live a lot thinking that never happened or it doesn't happen to me. And it just came across so clearly. You know, before you said anything, I said, well, of course you can't make it today. It's too late. And, you know, because I wasn't about to let you say it first, you know. I'm really tired of it. You know, and last night I saw a man that somehow reminded me so much of you. And, you know, there's just nothing I can do. I just feel so frustrated. But you know, the same feeling gets, when I get off the phone, I say, I've done something wrong. I should have, and I go through, I tend I should have, and then at the same time, the same thing I hear is, he rejected me. At the same time, I can hear, he rejected me. I said, well, I didn't call him, and I should have called him on Wednesday. Should have made sure he got the tickets. You know, there's nothing, I mean, I feel that when I get off the phone with you, that it's my fault that you rejected me. It's my fault. I did something. It is, and I still believe that. I really do. To this day, I said, well, it's my fault. It's because I don't really care enough about you that you didn't bother looking at the tickets. And, you know, so there's just never going to be any communication. You're going to die, and that's going to be it. There's just never going to be anything. We're never going to ever talk to each other, you know. Like a person to a person, you know. I can't believe it's going to be like that, and it is. I know it is. And I just feel like somehow it hit me Sunday on the phone. It just hit me so hard. And I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed in front of my friends. I really didn't want them to see that, because I would have had to accept that you did that. And instead, I still feel like it's my fault. That's the way I push it away. You know, you didn't really do it. I had a part in it, some way. And all I can think is you better come to the next 2 concerts. But I'm not prepared to deal with it if you're not, you know. But I feel like you really deserted me, you know, really, in every way. And I really don't know. It's just a new place I feel with you, you know, a different step. I feel different with you, and I really don't know what else to say to you. I wish to hell it didn't have to be like this. I really wish it didn't have to be like this. I really wish you didn't have to die and it's going to be like this. I just wish to hell it could be different. You know, and as soon as that happens between you and I just react in so many ways. All I want is a man. You know, all I want to do is get laid. I mean, everything begins, the whole process starts inside me. And I don't catch it till the end of the week, and I feel it like come down on me. You know, but, I don't know. I don't need you. You know, I'll talk to my friends and get help, but it really feels hard. Really feels hard. I really feel like I have to work it through for a lot of more years. It just feels bad.
Say the last things you want to say to him for now, Sue.
Nothing. I hope you come to the concert, the next one.
As you're listening to Sue talk, see if you can get in touch with some of the feelings that are brought up in you by watching this. While viewing the enactment, powerful feelings are evoked in the audience. A group member identifies and creates a situation with his own parents.
I'm disappointed in them because I feel they did a fucked up job. And I'm not going to make that mistake.
Let's see what they do. Get up and yeah, sure. The protagonist creates his idea of the characters through the process of role reversal.
I don't know who to be because I'm embarrassed. I'm too much. I feel like I'm like my father.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know. Oh, boy, this...
How old are you, Dad?
How old am I?
Yeah.
65.
65.
Yeah. I just retired this year, but I work 3 days a week. I don't know what to do. I really have nothing. Work was the only thing I had. I wasn't too happy at work. But I have no friends. Yeah. But I wake up in the morning. I enjoy waking up in the morning. I sing. I'm happy in the morning. I'm manic.
What do you sing in the morning?
Usually some Jewish song.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But my life's over. I feel my life's over. I'm just biding my time. Feels like my life was over a long time ago. And, I don't know. I don't see my son much.
Why is that?
Well, he seems to be, you know, having his own life, and I guess there's a part of me that's glad to see that, because yeah, he's accomplished so much more than I ever did. You know, I'm an immigrant from Poland, and this is a college graduate, you know, doing all kinds of things. It's exciting, but I don't understand it. So I don't understand the things he does. You know, I don't know. Maybe I can't even tell him that because.
You don't want to admit that?
Yeah.
Would it embarrass you?
It embarrasses me because I feel I know so little. And I think I feel a little bit stupid next to him. Mm-hmm. I think I've always felt a little stupid next to him. Seems like he had some talent or something that he used. And I didn't have a chance. I don't know how to get close to him. I don't think I know how to get close to anybody, really. It's too frightening. So, well, my family life was horrendous. My sister died on the boat coming here to the United States. My father was a very authoritative person who used to beat me all the time, ran around. The only Jewish man I know that ever ran around with women and drank and, you know, and I had a very protective mother. See, he liked this grandfather, he liked him. But I hated my father. He left me with my mother all the time. So.
Let's see if we can get an idea about Mother here. Now, would you switch roles? Sit the way you usually sit, Mother.
It's been a long time, I don't know. How did you sit?
How do you sit?
I really don't know how she sits.
You sit.
Me, how she sits. I don't, it's really hard to tell. I always picture with some kind of a coffee or something on the table. Mm-hmm. You know?
Want a coffee on the table?
Not that she drinks, but just the coffee's on the table. I don't think she drinks it.
Uh-huh.
That's interesting. I always keep coffee, whether I drink it or not. Okay, what insights? Oh. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know who to talk to, him or him.
Well, that's been a problem for a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, you know, when he was around...
Who, your son?
The son, yeah.
Bobby?
Yeah, Bobby. Mm-hmm. No, Robbie.
Robbie.
Yeah, he used to, like, take off the edge, really. And now I'm with my husband here, who I really don't enjoy being with.
Mm-hmm. So it was rough for you with your son moving out of the house?
He's been out a long time now, yeah. Yeah, it was very rough. I didn't think he was going to make it.
You worried
about
about
him?
him?
That once.
Yeah?
I told him that, yeah.
What were you worried about?
Well, he seemed to be, having difficulty when he moved out. He seemed to be having difficulty. And I was worried about him.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to call him every day. He didn't want me to call him every day. And he had a lot of trouble that time with the girlfriend and other things. But I was against him changing jobs. That was changing careers. It's unheard of.
What's he do?
Well, now he's a social worker. I have no idea what he does. He sees people with problems.
Yeah, but you said he's got a lot of problems himself.
He has a lot of problems?
Yeah? Or no more?
Well, he seems to have changed quite a bit. He seems to be changed. He seems, well, he doesn't talk to me at all now. Never doesn't.
That's a change?
That's a big change, because when he was younger, we used to spend long times talking, especially when he was a teenager, about his problems and things. It's like we were really friends when he was younger. But then he changed. He just doesn't do that. Now he's at this institute. You know, it's very nice. I tell you, I'm very impressed with it. You know, impressed. But I don't understand it. I don't understand it. It's just so beyond me. So beyond me. I can't imagine how he changed professions. It's just beyond me. But I feel he's not a good son now. He's not a good son. He doesn't come visit me. He doesn't take me anywhere. He still remembers my birthday, you know, but he's not a good son. He's not a normal son like my other son. So,
your other son is normal?
My other son, I mean, he has a family, he's got 3 kids, you know, he comes to visit me a lot, you know, but he has ulcers, my other son.
Well, we got a sense of these different people here. I wonder if we could, Bob, would you come up out of your mother's role for now? Would you pick some people to play the part? The protagonist selects people to play roles in his drama. This sociometric selection process is central to the psychodramatic production.
This is a repeat, I think. I think Steve knows my father.
You're in the mother role there? Fine. And father? Okay, now you've seen how Bob sees mother and father. You try and play it the way he sees it, okay? We can just start any place, anything you've heard about what's going on.
I just don't understand it, you know. He doesn't come and visit anymore.
I don't want to come and visit you because I don't like to. I don't feel like I get anything there.
It's not asking too much.
Yes.
I mean, to come and visit occasionally after, after all, you know, it's, you know, all this time, and we've raised you and sent you to school.
Bob, why don't you bring a chair?
Done a great
I don't want to.
No, come on.
Don't tell me what to do.
Bring your chair up and sit next to her so we can talk to you.
I don't want. I want to stand.
Mother, why don't you get Robbie something to eat?
No, you know.
So good. Take the food that your mother's bringing you.
Sure. There's a whole assortment. There's...
Really?
Don't do that.
Dig in.
I can't stand it.
I got your favoriteest kind.
What's my favorite?
Well, I know you like the onion bagels, right?
No.
You always used to like the onion bagels best.
No.
Well, I got all the other kinds so that you had to choose from also. And there's egg salad, and there's chopped liver, and there's bialy. I got them all for you. I knew you were coming.
So what's new? Huh? You hear about your brother?
Come on, have one. Have one. You can talk to your father at the same time that you eat.
That's. I really feel that. You know, this is exactly what happens.
You know, we should make a toast. You know, we're not together so often.
Bob, would you turn aside, turn away from them, and kind of walk and talk and say what your feelings are in this situation?
It's exactly. I mean, it just eat and I'm insulted. I don't eat, and he hits me, smacks me on the back, and they never hear They don't hear anything, I would say to them. I could say anything, and they won't hear it. Not one word. Food, you know, food's not important. It feels like the food is the least important thing to eat. Chopped liver. I could buy my own chopped liver. No, it just feels like it's a constant. It's always this way. The same shit. I don't know. I guess as long as I keep on wanting something, I'm just going to get angry with them. I don't know. I feel frustrated with it.
So you want something from them?
I don't know if I want something or... I guess I do. I guess I do. I guess I want something that I never felt I got. Yeah, like, I don't know if it's approval or acceptance or, you know, or something. Because I never felt accepted. You know, I never felt...
well, let's see if we can find out what it is. I wonder, I'm going to ask someone to come up and be a double and play another part of yourself. And let's see if they can help you get in touch with what this feeling might be and what might be going on inside you. Can we get a double here? Bob?
It's the same old shit.
I'm angry. I don't know. I don't...
Bob, if the double says anything
No.
that's out of line, you don't think that's really what you're thinking and feeling, then you...
I don't feel angry at this moment. I'm angry most of the time at them, but I don't feel angry now. You know, I think it's beyond that. It's like something else.
I need something else.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. You know, if it's, you know, I've kind of some way trying to accept the fact that they're not going to change. You know, they won't change. But why, I keep on questioning, why do I get so angry? And I do get angry at them for not changing, for staying where they are.
I want something different.
The more I change, the more I seem to get more angry at them.
As psychodrama director, I selected a double who has difficulty.
See, I want something, well, I really, it sounds funny, but it sounds like I still have some kind of attachment, because it feels like I want them to be very happy with what I'm doing. It feels like they were never happy with what I'm doing. Everything I did, they disliked. I never got any approval of anything I did. I feel like I'm doing something that is important and meaningful to me, and I get nothing from it.
Still not good enough.
Would you address yourself to them, Bob?
All right, I get nothing. I'm doing something that I feel good in, but I get nothing.
Nothing I do is right.
I'm just a bad son because I don't drive you to home, or I don't take you out of the rain, or I don't help you. But I'm tired of helping you.
Who are you talking to now?
I don't know. My mother.
Your mother. Okay. Would you reverse roles with your mother and answer?
I'm just not a good son
I
because
don't
I don't
ask-
drive you home.
I don't ask anything of you. You know that. I never place any demands on you.
Reverse roles.
I never place any demands on you.
Not consciously. That's true.
I
You never
never
say
asked
anything,
about
but
it.
I know
No.
exactly when I know.
It comes
You
through.
know, I know when you're displeased, what you want. It feels like I know every feeling that you have. I know what you feel.
I just don't
Reverse roles.
I know what you feel.
Well, you know me because you know me very well. It's true. I know you very well. I know exactly what you feel, too.
Reverse roles.
I know exactly.
At this point, I selected a second double to assist the protagonist.
You're my mother.
Yeah, you're my mother. It's true.
Why can't you accept me?
I'll
That's
just
true.
never be full. I'll always feel empty. I can't stand that feeling.
I don't know where to go from
Maybe you could talk to a part of yourself. You ever talk to a part of yourself, Bob?
it. Yeah, I guess sometimes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I usually beat the shit out of myself, so I don't know, maybe it's like...
Well, you want to do that?
No, I don't want to beat the shit out of
I mean, you could do it here if you want.
No. I want to talk. Yeah, I wouldn't mind talking to myself. I don't know if I really could deal with her.
Okay.
At this point, or with me, or you know.
Do you want them to leave?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll sit down there and kind of talk to yourself. There's some different parts of yourself.
It feels like it's like it just same things happen over and over and over all the time.
Peace pack?
A peace pack. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How do you seal it?
I say with a kiss, but then it's like,
No?
okay. Okay.
The protagonist effects some closure of his drama. The double who was having difficulty in assisting the protagonist explores some of the factors which were blocking him.
Like last night, you said, we're just laying there, and you said you want me to hold you, and automatically I thought that meant that you wanted to have sex, which is really, stupid. And then you told me that you just wanted me to hold you. You just, felt like me holding it, and I kind of went out the window. And I mean, the whole thing seemed silly that it should even have to be said like that. I should just be able to feel that, and be able to connect with that. But I didn't do that. I felt like a pressure, to have sex at that point, which I didn't want sex after that. And part of me felt good, you saying that, and asking for me to just hold it, that that's what you wanted then. And I'm not sure that I knew how to deal with that. I feel frightened of being close with anybody. I don't know how to be close with somebody.
Audience members share the feelings which were evoked by the enactment.
By never having been able to make any relationships, it feels like that. And I feel afraid that I'm not going to get there. As soon as I begin to feel anywhere near it, I get terrified. I have one man who I've been seeing off and on for about 2 years. I see him not any more often than once every 6 weeks. Or sometimes longer, not at all over the summer, when I'm working at camp. And I don't...
Peterson, I guess the same is true. I've been involved at the Institute for quite a few years.
This is where we started, the warm-up. We've gone through the enactment and finally sharing.
Ms. Kessler?
Barbara Stein, remember the name.
It's like so inconceivable to me, like when you're relating to Grace. Like to have that with another person. I can't conceive of it. It's just...
Is this something you want for yourself?
Very much. Just like, to care for another person and to be cared for. Be able to express that and have that be... I feel so much like I'll fall apart, and it will. It really means like letting go of a whole way of life. And it doesn't, my way of life doesn't do me any good. I just hope I have the courage,
We have gone through the process of warm-up, enactment, and sharing, the 3 phases of the psychodrama. The protagonist, the group members chosen to play roles, the director, and the audience are all part of the psychodramatic process. Psychodrama has produced some valuable results. It is not a one-time therapy. Psychodrama is used both in long and short-term treatment and in combination with other modalities. In a supportive, non-judgmental atmosphere, group members can attempt new solutions to old problems. In the words of J.L. Moreno, each person becomes the therapeutic agent of the other.